Hey guys, welcome back to Going Gonzo's Beginner Guide to Keto. Today's video is the 5 factors of starting a ketogenic diet. The first factor I'm going to get into is research keto diet. Just research it. Do as much research as you can, whether it's watching my videos or going on an Instagram or going into the internet and trying to get the best you can, or even buying some books. During your research, what you're going to do is you want to try to figure out what to expect when you start the diet. Now, in the beginning, you're gonna experience water weight loss, and that's going to be a considerable amount of pounds in the first couple of weeks. With that, you don't want to get discouraged because that's not going to happen every week and week in and week out. That first bit of water weight is going to be a significant amount of weight loss, and it's going to get you really happy, and you're going to think you've achieved your goal if your goal is just a small amount of weight. But it's not, because that water weight will come right back as soon as you start eating something different and bringing in those carbs again. But what you want to do is you want to expect the water weight in the first 2 weeks. You also want to be able to expect maybe night cramps. You're going to want to expect a feeling of exhaustion and tiredness. You're going to have these cravings. You're going to feel these cravings that are just out of control. You're also probably going to plateau a little bit. And that's where that once you lose that water weight and now you have to start losing the real weight, that's going to kick in, and that's where you're going to plateau just a little bit. Okay. Now with my wife, when she started the keto diet, she swore to God she could smell sugar cookies in her car while she was driving, and she didn't have sugar cookies. But the craving just overwhelmed her. Like, she literally thought there were sugar cookies in her car. Now, when you research the ketogenic diet, the first thing you're going to really see is that 75% of your calories are going to come from fat. 20% of them will come from proteins, and 5% will come from carbs. Okay? That all should be covered in your research, just your research of it. The number 2 factor is to get rid of temptations and excuses. So, clean the cabinets out, clean the pantry out, clean the fridge out. You're going to want to give yourself accountability so you don't have any excuses. And that's going to come with telling your friends, telling your family, telling your loved ones what you're about to do. Now, now that you've done your research, you're going to know what to tell them when they ask questions about it, when they doubt that this diet can actually work. A lot of people have trouble with the ketogenic diet because it's based on eating fat, and fat is not a common knowledge to people to lose weight. People actually consider eating fat bad, okay? Unless they really know the ketogenic diet like you're going to know it, they're not going to understand. But it's just the fact that you're telling them that this is the way you're going to lose weight, and you're holding yourself to a sort of accountability to it, and that hopefully they support just that. Okay, it doesn't matter if they know the details, because most of them are probably not nutritionists, and most nutritionists I know haven't really been schooled on the ketogenic diet, which is a shame. But here nor there, keep that accountability, and then that will keep you honest. Okay. The other thing you want to do during this, so you don't have excuses, is to have a partner. Whether that partner is a friend or somebody in social media, or it's even me. I could be your partner. What I'll do is I will keep you honest. I'll keep you accountable. Okay, we'll talk about what to get rid of out of your fridge, how to clean out those cabinets. I have a video that actually refers to some of the nutrition and some of the grocery hauls, and you'll see other people that have these grocery hauls and stuff like that, and what they're doing to buy ketogenic food. Okay, today's third factor is to read your labels. Know how to read labels on the back of foods, know what they say and what they mean. And what I mean by that is you want to be able to look at the servings, know that that container has either one or more servings. You have to factor that in. Now, all the numbers that are on there are going to be based on that one serving. And if this item is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 servings, you're going to need to multiply that by that number. And some people just don't know that. Okay, so look at the sugars. You want to look at that. Look at the sugar alcohols. Sugar alcohols sometimes are the same as sugar. Okay, now there's a couple different sugars that I've done some research on, and you'll also be able to see a really good sugar test done by the Keto Connect couple, and you could look at their video on this. Now, what I found is that some of the sugars that are going to be in those added in that are not called sugar are going to be like stevia, erythritol, sucralose, allulose, monk fruit, and even aspartame. Now, aspartame isn't really healthy because there's a lot of different issues over that. So when people are drinking Diet Cokes, I cringe over that. But I know that Diet Coke is not really adding any weight to them. It's not spiking their blood sugar. I just don't like it when people are drinking Diet Cokes. I just don't get it. I've quit drinking soda altogether, really. And then some of the bad sugars are basically your pure cane sugar, your brown sugar, your maltitol, and anything that really starts with an ose or ends in an ose, except for maybe sucralose and allulose. Those two seem to break the mold. But everything else, there's about 56 to 60 different names for sugar, like you'll see on this list right here. And one of the biggest ones is that maltitol. And that one is just in everything now. And they act like it's actually good for you, and it just spikes your blood sugar just like sugar would. It's just a horrible product being utilized and shown to people as something that in place of sugar. It's just not true. Okay. Number four in the factors is going to be plan out your meals. And that's it, really. You're going to need to know what foods are keto. You're going to then take those keto foods and make meals out of these things. You're going to try to get your calories in. You're going to try to get these simple ideas right here. You want to get 100 grams of protein in or under, okay? You want to get 20 grams of carbs in or under. You want to keep your fats at a high. It depends on you, okay? Your fats need to be up for the body to realize you're feeding it fat, and it's going to start burning that fat, okay? You have to give yourself the healthy fats and the regular fats so that your body knows that fat is your main food source that you are giving it. Because fat actually burns at a much more effective rate than what sugar would. Sugar, that'll burn up and be gone, and you're going to feel hungry and weak and dizzy or something if you don't eat right away. Now, when you're on the ketogenic diet and you get fat adapted, which will come usually about 3 or 4 weeks into being on ketosis, you're going to lose all that hunger feelings and all that weakness when you haven't eaten in a few hours. You're going to lose those cravings. These are all part of the things you're going to learn in these 5 factors. It's just, and all these factors I'm giving you today are all they're going to mesh together. They're going to blend together, and you're going to be able to work with them all, and you're going to seem like this is just one simple way of starting the ketogenic diet. But you have to cover all these factors, Okay, so get yourself some meal plans. And whether you get this meal plan like the one I'm showing here, or say like the one I'm showing here. And now these meal plans, you can get them on Instagram, or you can get them on Pinterest, or you can get them over the internet. Now, they're not hard to find. You just have to look at them and make sure that the foods that they're actually showing are keto foods, because sometimes they're just made by people, and sometimes they make mistakes. And if you've covered the other factors, you know what foods are going to be healthy for keto. You know which ones are going to have that fake sugar in there that's going to spike your sugar and not really work for you. Okay? So the fifth and final factor of the 5 factors that I've come up with is to trust the plan. You have to trust the ketogenic diet. Okay, it's a very sound diet. It's very scientifically proven. It's been around a lot longer than what people give it credit for. The problem is here in the United States and elsewhere now is that the standard American diet has just grilled into you that eating fat is bad, eating carbs is good, eating sugar is okay, even if you're a diabetic. And this just isn't true. When your body goes into being a diabetic, it means that you've given it so much sugar and so many carbohydrates over time that it's just given up. It just can no longer release enough insulin from your pancreas into your bloodstream to stop all that influx of sugar you're giving it. Okay, and when the body does go out there and try to get all that sugar, it activates all these fat cells in order for that sugar to then go into those cells. And that's actually what makes you fatter. It's not eating fat that makes you fat. It's the consumption of sugar that makes you fat. Sugar is such a horrible inflammatory disease ingredient that it's causing so many issues. It's causing obesity. It's causing people to get high blood pressure. It's causing diabetes. It's causing cancer. It's causing ADHD, ADD. It's Alzheimer's, dementia. It's just everything out there that seems to be caused by inflammation. It's all comes back to sugar. It really does. Sugar is such a bad product to be having in your body. And that's one of the ways the ketogenic diet is such a beneficial diet food plan for everybody. Okay, whether you want to lose weight or whether you just want to prevent some inflammatory disease or whether you just want to get healthy again, it's pretty great for everybody. So trust the plan. The plan is sound. Keep on ketoing. Keep on pushing forward. Know what you're supposed to do. Okay? And there's my dog. He wants to go out. Okay, time to go. I'll see you guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Beginner's Guide to Ketogenic Diet. Bye, guys. See ya.